welcome, friends. OG Murphy here with you. We're getting ready to run some Pathfinder 2nd Edition in a homebrew setting with a homebrew rule set. So calling it Pathfinder 2nd Edition, it's a little generous, but it's still the baseline, the foundation upon which we have built the entirety of our story, which is not even true. We started in 1st edition. But we're going to start off with a section called Thoughts and Feelings, where our players talk about how their characters think or what they feel about where the story's at right now. It kind of takes the place of the general recap of the session before, which we do lightly, but the focus is on where their heads are at, which also lets me as the DM have some context on what to do for them, do with them. So this is an adult stream. All the warnings are on for a reason. If you are a child or somebody who is sensitive to themes like drugs and violence and blood and sex and all that kind of stuff, you may want to find somewhere else to be. Otherwise, strap in and hang out. And here we go. Yeah, there we go. That's you guys. I can always count on coming in on somebody saying asshole or porn or something stupid, and here we are.
I said take the plunge.
Take the plunge. Well, then I got a little as I came in halfway through, so little interference.
To be fair, we're telling Kythar to get circumcised because of Iomade, so.
Oh, that's interesting.
Not required.
I didn't know that Iomade. I was about to say was a fan of the snip snip. That's news to me.
Yeah. No, I discussed a lot of that with the priest when we were in.
Yeah, I guess I've never asked Reed. Reed, you're not a hooded boy. I didn't realize. I guess I guess that makes sense. You're also a bald headed boy, right? So that
true.
As
it's
above,
true.
so below. Is that kind of what?
Yep. That's it.
Thank you.
That's canon.
Thank you.
Wait, Kythar, next time we go back to the fucking temple, Kythar's gonna get circumcised?
Oh, we're not. You have to wait till you go back to the temple. I think Reed will do it for you, just whenever you're ready. One quick medicine check and it's done. So yeah, it'll be fine. You guys will be cool.
But we cut with a holy blade, so it
something will be holy.
It what's the it cauterizes the wound as it's cutting.
That's a heated blade.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah, there
Have
you
you
go.
ever heard of a botched circumcision before?
What's botched mean?
Well, the frenulum.
Don't ask Reed.
Okay, I definitely don't know in IRL. What the fuck is a frenulum?
Oh my god.
The
ripping and the tearing. Where's my love line? Long time caller, first time listener.
Personal backstory of Reed. Does that constitute a hero point?
You know the rules, man. It's got to be in character. So you got to talk about your circumcised dick while you're in character. Because we haven't even started on thoughts and feelings yet, man. I literally just said, "Hey guys, what's up? We're live," and we started talking about dicks. So that's on That's on us, I guess. I don't know.
That's canon.
Immediately.
Yeah, okay, so we're all going to start off. Everybody's going to say the number that is the dick size of their character. Okay, I'm going to roll to start. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to start with thoughts and feelings, which is how you guys...
I would just roll a D1.
Percentile
3, which
die.
is big for a dwarf, okay?
No, that's the width, actually.
Oh,
We're doing centimeters or inches?
Oh, man. We're going to do some thoughts and feelings, which is just you guys talking about what your characters are thinking, feeling about where they are at right now, or really anything else. I mean, we've been doing this for long enough. If you guys have some other interesting tidbit you want to share, memory your character's having, you know what I mean? It does not necessarily need to be a thought or a feeling specifically. However, one of you has no time to think about that, and that is Mr. Rowan, who is getting to start us off here with thoughts and feelings. How's our boy doing? Here, I know you weren't here last week, but we did a little bit of off-screen recap here. Narrowly escaped a harrowing worm adventure, went through a lightning and mist-filled cavern. We're in this crazy place where different planes collide, and there seems to be a fucking giant that's here. Pretty far from the quote unquote natural world, I'd say. So how's Rowan doing? How's he feeling?
So Rowan is starting to feel a little homesick in a sense. Last night, he had a dream where he was running through his forest, saying hello to, Mr. Bear and, Mr. Fox and all the little birds and, just, swimming in the lakes that were up there, and then he wakes up, and while it's interesting that this stuff is all so relatively close to his home, the barrenness and the the dullness of the landscape, it is kind of getting to him. Yeah, you got to go, change it up a little bit, but it's still, he's missing the lushness of life that he, feels that is home.
Yeah, I know, I get that. I love that. Yeah. Who's next, my guy?
Let's go Galfast.
Galfast.
I feel like the past couple of weeks, Galfast has felt a bit out of his depth. He's really starting to get a big feeling of the imposter syndrome, where he was raised as just a small town criminal in Karak.
He's just a small town dwarf. Yeah.
Living in a lonely world, and yeah, he's born. He worked for like a no-name criminal. And then now he's at the foot of like the third god of the month or two. So he he feels like he's the wrong guy for the job, but he's happy to be here and he'll help out any way he can. God hasn't been able to communicate with the last few. But who knows? Maybe something will happen with this one.
Yeah, I do love that. Who's next, my guy?
Tesk.
Tesk.
Tesk has mixed feelings about where we're at. He likes like the big magic. He thinks it's cool, like gods, big magic, really cool. But also, like, there's been a lot of encounters, and eventually, like one of these like situations where we're fighting up against, or where we're put up against something of such significant power, we're probably gonna die. Or more of us will die than have in the past, I guess. Some of us have died. And he's kind of worried, but he's probably a little more excited than he is worried. But this could go sideways really quickly. And it's pretty harsh landscape. So I don't know. He's going into it with an open mind, but generally thinks, we might not make it out. Maybe all of us won't.
Maybe all of us will. Not for the first time. Bonus points if you can tell us when do you think a Tesk felt this way last? Where like you guys were walking in a situation where a Tesk was truly like, I don't know if we're all gonna walk out of here.
Oh, that would definitely be the dragon. Our encounter against the dragon, whose name I can't remember right now.
Okay.
Saltwing.
Now, is that encounter 1 where you fought him with the portal of the undead, or is that encounter 2 where they came through the like sister city gateway and fucking?
No, for sure, encounter 1.
Encounter 1. Cool.
Yeah.
I fucking love that. Thank you so much. Who's next, my guy?
Do Kythar.
All right. Well, clearly Kythar has no thoughts, so this is his feeling. So feeling like he's getting too old, getting too cold. He's just done. This might be his last adventure. If he makes it out through this fucking shit show of a journey, I don't even know what to say. It's not even a fucking adventure at this point. If he makes it through, he's definitely just gonna retire at the Temple of Iomedae and just live out his days. Hopefully they let him drink, but if they don't, fuck it, he'll throw himself off the cliff.
No, yeah, he knows they'll let him drink because he's got a favorite haunt down there. He's got a tavern that he frequented while he was there on the 30-day stay. So yeah, so you're good on that front, my guy.
Yeah, I'm just making sure that if he becomes a complete acolyte, then.
No, I mean Reed. You drank with Reed, and Reed's a
Reed
complete.
Can't get drunk. That's.
Oh, I see. You mean that not are you allowed to consume alcohol, but do you have the capability of getting drunk? I got it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a
hang up. Can't
That's
get
the concern.
drunk.
not will they allow me to consume alcohol? No.
You can. I'll have a small glass of whiskey.
do what you love during retirement, are you really retired? Can you really live with yourself?
You know what, man? That's a fair point. Yeah, but Kaithar, if you retire with anywhere near the amount of funds that you have now, you could be one of those rich guys who like has a brewery that just brews for him. You know what I mean? Like you you don't have to live where people are. You can convince people to come live wherever you are and do shit. Like you got some resources, my guy.
Why are you making Kaithar out to be a 40-year-old dude in midlife crisis who started a brewery?
If we're being honest, you're kind of describing him that way. Like if we're being really honest.
Solution to be
40-year-old that retired
a
with
very
so
long
much
time.
wealth, and now he's in midlife crisis because he doesn't know what to do with himself. So I'm gonna start a fucking brewery.
If Kaithar is fortunate enough to live through this campaign, I see that in his future. Yes. Who's next, my guy? I think it's Reed and Simone who are left.
Oh, let's go with Simone.
Damn it.
Simone feels a little overwhelmed. He doesn't even know how we're gonna get like the attention of this god, or at least something that I can't comprehend, so that makes it a god. And his dealings in the gods in the past is that they're very vengeful, and they're not very like, only Iomade has been like kind of nice to them, and it's really because of their followers, not necessarily because of their
Not because Iomade wants to help you, but because you already have people who worship her. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like, so then in that instance, it's like, what are we getting ourselves into with this? Are we, screwing ourselves? Like, are we just gonna, like, literally this guy could just turn around and kill us all, like, no problem, right? So we have to be very careful with this, because it feels like there could be, one fuck up here can be the end of it. So
Well,
careful.
that's fair. Yeah, that's fucking great. And that allows you to pick anyone's name who you want who rhymes with bead.
Deed.
God damn it. It makes me think of the monkeys from the other campaign. Yeah, Reed is like, we have. He's got a fascination for these kinds of things. So this is both fascinating for him and equally terrifying, right? The fact that all of us can be smushed at any minute now is crazy to think about, but the fact that this person hasn't done it yet is hopeful, I suppose. And yeah, that's what I got for Reed right now. Like I don't know how we are gonna get out of this. And I say person because Iomade herself said I don't know if it's a god or if it's somebody with the power of a god, because it's older than Iomade herself. So we don't know what we are up against, and I really hope I don't get all my friends killed.
Since you promised Iomade you'd look after them, that would also probably piss her off and be a real good way to become an anti-paladin, I think. So then, without further ado, you guys have been traveling treacherously through a territory that you've only heard, just references of. Where you are going, none have ever returned from, right? And no one knows anyone's name like that. The only companions you've met along the way was an elf so crazy his nickname was Snow Skull, and a wandering pack of giants, ice giants, frost giants, hard to tell, giants of the far north, herding their mammoth, right? And your guide Barry, the polar bear man, and that's been a lot of it. Like there's been storms following you, ice worms, strange lights, but many of these not definitive, and you guys very capable and able to fly, teleport, climb, tie yourselves together, and move through each of these obstacles. And as you reach the crevasse, climb inside and traverse through it to emerge on just inside of this eye of the storm, whose radius is miles across, diameter twice that. And there's this huge figure who Reed had seen in a vision, that stands sentinel in front of this, perhaps it was a mountain, hard to tell from the vision, but as it stands before all of you guys, is instead an obelisk, which stands, and at the base of that obelisk is like a grandiose doorway, and this giant being stands directly over it. There are broken obelisks all around, both inside of and ringing this eye of the storm. And when viewed through the helmet of the past, each reflected, in these cases, different versions of the sky, where it too is unnatural, the center of it a swirling vortex, but offshooting from it what are strange and fantastic places, which remind you of things like the different dimensions in Galfast Hole. And these obelisks all stand united and composed of the very essence of that plane in the view from the past. And in the view from the present is smoke and ice, barren, every obelisk cracked and broken, some still standing hundreds of feet tall, but snapped in places, rubble at their base, half buried and frozen again in the ground. But there is no storm in this place, and visibility is good, unlike the super intense mist. And you guys just breached into sight of all of this, and outside of the elements where your resident spellcaster believed that, okay, well, this will be, I don't know if my cozy cabin will hold up in the crazy lightning, but just on the inside of the crazy lightning in this eye of the storm, it shall. And so Simone has cast this cozy cabin, which is not the same. The footprint is the same as the cozy cabin previously, but the materials that it's made out of, instead of mundane looking wood and mortar and stone, which were all created artificially by Simone's magic, something seems to have interfered with that process, and there are streaks of color and starlight, blinding radiant celestial energies, and pitch black logs as well. So, a building still, but made of patchwork hodgepodge materials. You guys were asking me before the game started, are we setting watches? Are we going till the morning? And I will let you guys decide that in game. And you guys can kind of pick up wherever you'd like. Otherwise, it'll be, the following morning with everyone having caught a rest period. So, hitting that well-rested icon and recovering spell slots and hit points. There is no... If you do set watches, there's nothing dangerous, right? No monster comes out, tries to eat your cabin. There are no eyes in the dark staring at you, except for the two very high up in the sky in the head of the giant, the god, the guardian, whatever he may be, standing before this obelisk that through Reed's vision is the entrance to this vault that you were sent on by Halgrim, another god. But you guys have access to your cozy cabin, and as of yet, the monstrous being has made no moves, stands resolute in the horizon, as he has done all night and every minute that you guys have been observing him. How do we find you? Does anyone have a hard time sleeping? Is there anyone who feels it's particularly important to watch in this strange place? Does anyone feel generous and want to cook breakfast come morning? Where are you at, folks?
Galpass would start cooking breakfast while everyone else is worrying about the serious stuff.
You know what? Go ahead.
So Simone would be. He took the first watch, so he would be like waking up from that, like from whatever like rest that I got, right?
Yeah.
And it would be like it'd be one of those rests where, you have to like force yourself to sleep because if you need to be ready,
Yeah,
you need to have all your shit. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like one of those things where it's like I had trouble going to sleep because I know I need to go to sleep.
Right. It's classic night before a
Yeah.
battle. Like, I need my rest
Yeah.
for tomorrow. I'm going to need my energy, but, like, I'm too amped to fucking sleep, right? Like, one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Cool. I fucking love
There's
that.
more of us.
I'm
Too.
about to say, are you a little jittery this morning, do you think? Do you think that's visible to your party members here? Or do you think Simone's playing it cool?
I think Simone, like to Will, he knows that Simone's kind of freaking out, but to the rest of the party, he doesn't know. Like they wouldn't know. Simone tries to keep it cool, and honestly, he tries to keep his glasses on at all times. So
Yeah. No, I get that. I get that for sure.
Does he sleep in his glasses?
100%, yeah.
What
Are
does
100%.
they
he know?
just permanently just
And
stuck to his body?
I think when you guys took them off one time, my eyes were open. So
Yeah,
I
and
sleep with my
they're like
eyes open.
super small. Yeah.
yeah. When I sleep with exactly. They're like Millhouse when you open up.
Yeah, there you go.
You take off his but my eyes were like super small, but they were open because I sleep with my eyes open and I'm embarrassed about it. So that's why I wear the goggles.
I love that. That'll count
is
as a
that-
hero point for the session.
Oh, thank you.
What? Hang on.
And so Simone's gonna get up and look at the rest of the party, and what are they doing?
Great question. Galfast is cooking.
Okay.
Kaithar is putting on his loincloth for the day.
Is it your leather gimp suit loincloth, or is it your regular cold weather
Well,
loincloth?
the lightning's
cloth?
done. At least he knows about lightning, so the lightning's done. So he's put back the leather. The
You
leather
got
one,
it. You
for
got
the
it.
most part.
Leather. Is it like a black leather with like the markings on it, or?
Actually, it's a fuck. God
Hey.
damn, I was gonna be a smart ass too. It's the black and white cow. A whole
The black and
steam-
white cow?
Yeah, the black and white cow. It's a whole steam leather, so it's not your traditional Jersey cow leather.
And
Is it like a stripper?
as he puts it away, you guys realize it was a leather loincloth the whole time. Kaithar thought it was rubber, called it rubber. You guys are looking at it. This is obviously leather and not fucking rubber at all. He just thought it would protect him from the lightning. A test.
Wait.
Rowan, how do we find you guys?
So Rowan would be if there's a window in the
Or a
cozy
wall.
cabin or a wall, there would be sweat dripping.
From the balls of his feet because they're so hot. No, just kidding. So
No,
he's,
but if there was like a window, he would be kind of staring out the window, looking at the giant or god creature, kind of staring at it.
cool. Yeah, I love that. As you sit there and kind of like reminisce and watch out this window, I'm going to ask you you have like a knowledge nature or something of that. If you just roll me whatever that is for you, please. I know everybody has a specialty knowledge. I'd like you to roll yours here. Tesk, where do we find you?
A task would be studying the differences in the cozy cabin.
Give me your
trying to
specialty
figure out-
knowledge roll as well, please, Tesk.
Oh, gladly.
Oh, whoops!
It's okay. You're fine. Knowledge rolls are traditionally roll blind, but we're not going to re-roll. I'm not going to be a stickler for it. And so herbalism roll, yeah. I think that with Rowan feeling as homesick as he's feeling, as he's looking and like like watching this giant, and looking at it, he the most prominent part of it are the feet, right? Is like where it comes into contact with the ground, and as you're like examining it, uh, it becomes super obvious to you, Rowan, that this figure has not moved in long enough for like how like stalactites and stalagmites are formed through like minerals very slowly like dripping through that like level of speed, right? Like like a mineral based algae, almost like a crystalline algae, uh, is like growing like forest dense almost, like around his feet and toes and stuff. And like, this is a genus of plant that you're not necessarily familiar with, but you don't know the specific species, but you probably can roughly guess the family. And if you had to guess, like, this is somewhere between 300 and 500 years of growth, like around his feet, since he's moved last.
Okay.
Tesk, as you inspect the different walls, I think that with your background in academia, you're probably one of the few people in the party who just kind of like instinctually knows not only what this place is, but like what's happening with magic here. You've gotten a taste of magical interference through casting spells around these like primordial, godlike, vortexes of energy, where you've seen like magic flare off unexpectedly or change in some way or be absorbed. Like as you look into the sky, like there's no question, like those are not just reminiscent of the planes in Galfasol. Like those are actually other places, and in the same way that you guys descended a hole and ended up in the great below, a quite literally separate plane of existence. Like this is a crossroad between those places, but there's also like something incredibly disruptive happened here. Like the it's the equivalent of like nuclear radiation in the wake of something. Like there was a magical nuke that went off here, and like magic is going to be like super unreliable in this place, right? Like it's not impossible, and obviously like the cozy cabin is here, it's standing, right? But like there's there's other the planes are like bleeding into each other basically, right? And because this is a hole to the great below, this is a place between places, they're bleeding into this place, right? And so you're scavenging all that. Rowan, one more thing came to me as well, as I was narrating a tasks on your nature roll and just sharing with the giant. I think that is probably Rowan's gut reaction as well, right? Like I made a comment at the intro that like this is a very unnatural place, but Rowan can probably like not only just see that, but it probably has like, I don't even know if he can necessarily describe it or would like be able to identify like specifically why, but he probably has that same feeling in like the bottom of his gut, the dropping of the heart that he might feel like cresting a hill and seeing a forest fire having like completely annihilated, his precious forest kind of thing, or how he might feel seeing a mountain explode as a, forever dormant volcano, right? Like that feeling of like loss and destruction, like he probably like feels that, as he like looks over this landscape as well. Yeah. So Rowan is staring out the window. Atesk is like getting on his hands and knees and like looking between the floorboards and like taking samples of like various materials making up the walls. Galfast, spinning his pot of soup. Kythar putting one leg over the other into his loincloth. You guys are getting to the point where the cozy cabin will only stay up for so long, kind of thing, like Simone's magic like has its limitations, and I think that Atesk is the first to notice this as he's inspecting the cabin, he's like watching the cracks widen and there's a log that's dark and there's like a vein of darkness that starts like kind of like breaching into some of the light, and then like it smokes and swirls and clashes, and there's a little bit of like sparks or a light that's maybe malfunctioning, right? And there's just like these signs of degradation that are starting to appear around the cozy cabin.
Hey, guys, I think the cabin's starting to, fade. We should probably pack up and get going.
Keep it up for like 10 more minutes. I'm still cooking.
How do you guys think we're gonna deal with Mr. Man out there? I mean, I don't really want to fight him if we don't have to.
I don't think... I'm smaller than his pinky toe.
But
get the idea of fighting out of your head, fool. Because that's just not gonna happen.
God, I have no desire to do it. I think we're crushed. I think he can just step on all of us.
I mean, what do we have to offer him? We could cut his nails, right?
I don't know that we have to offer anything. I think he's just guarding these. It looks like he's just guarding these doorways. From what? I don't really know.
If he has a callus, I could like scrape the skin off.
I mean, maybe his enemies are our enemies. What do you think? But try the callus then. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe he just needs a good foot scrub.
Yeah, I have a foot
I think something bad happened here, like magically bad.
Well, we know like all the planes are kind of pushing into this area, right? Like, so something, you're right, happened here, but magic is not going to be a good thing to cast here. I mean, I was barely able to cast my cozy cabin here, fool.
Yeah,
and we
but
know
more useless than usual.
Oh, come on. You're not so bad. Think you're the personality of the group, Atesk.
I guess manners are also lost here too.
No, okay. Let's move on.
So you said that something bad happened here. When you put the helmet on, Reed, what did you see?
I haven't put the helmet on here since we've been in here.
Yes, you have.
Didn't somebody put the helmet on?
Somebody did. I believe it was you, Reed.
Let me check my notes here.
Yeah, I think I'm just looking at my. Oh, go ahead.
There you go. Let's see. Let me.
If one of the other of you has it in your notes, it's fair that Reed would have relayed this to you at some point in the night. If you want to.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
I think it was something around. We saw all of the planes here at one point, or maybe my note is.
No, that's correct. Yeah, and it's
Fuck,
only...
no, I did take notes on it, but it's fucking. I remember it ended up somewhere because I take it on just Notepad.
Yeah, it looks like okay. So we are in another dimension. We are like in like an in-between place, right? Is that what he saw, or is that where we are now?
That's the only way that you know anything about where you might be now is based off what he saw, right? Because from here it looks like a glade with these like broken obelisks in them,
right?
You know what I mean? With one prominently standing still, and that one is the one that the Mr. Man is standing in front of, right? But Reed, when he had his helmet on, could see, like, instead of the skies like swirling and like bleeding into each other, he saw like defined edges, and like all of these obelisks were standing, and every obelisk was like made of the material of the sky above it, right? You know what I mean? And but so that is not what it looks like now, right?
So it's almost like this place used to hold all of the planes together, and then something happened, and now it's in disarray. Atesk, what do you think? You're usually go ahead, Simone.
I was gonna say, damn fool, like, you sound like that sounds right, fool. Hey, Tess, why didn't you get this shit earlier? I mean, Godfast is putting this together.
Yeah, maybe I should be the maybe I have some magic. I'm like,
Give him your magic. Give him your magic.
give it to
Tess.
me.
Give him your
Give it to
magic.
me. I'm like starting like going through your pockets.
is
Where's it at?
completely like mouth agape, just like what the hell just
I think I
happened?
found some.
Take his spell book.
What
before he's
does
a wizard.
Galfast pull out of your pocket, Atesk? As he says, "I think I found some," and pulls something out of your pocket. What is it, Atesk?
One of the runes, the runes from the. Let's see. Hold on. Let me pull my inventory.
It's a picture of Galfast drawn naked.
Pulls out
He's
the
sleeping.
Fortress Sigil Blackrock Stone
Okay,
that we found in the Harpy's Nest. I
got it.
think.
Wow. What does it taste like? I just put it in my mouth.
Blindness.
Okay.
Oh,
I guess he
yeah.
should.
If it's one of those, no, because you dispelled those already, though, right? While you were in the Great Below, you were like working your way through them. I want to say, because you knew that
You did
happened to
dispel
a
it.
Tesk, and I want to say, I don't think you dispelled all of them though. I think you dispelled like 2 for 3 or like 3 for 4. So Galfast, roll a d4. You want anything that's not a 1.
Yeah, and you can I'm razzing you right now, Tess, so you can stop me at any moment. So I just rifle through your pockets and I'm like,
I'm
"Ah,
gonna
what's
snatch
right?"
it back. Be like, don't do that.
Okay.
Not that.
Is that where the magic is? Hand it over.
Then I'll give him a piece of chalk instead.
Like sleight of hand it into his hand.
Oh man.
That's much better. Put that in your mouth.
I'm gonna eat it.
Galfast teeth
Do I have-
whiten.
And I'm gonna say, okay, no, how do I magic missile? And I'm gonna shoot my hand out. Do I see anything? Fireball.
Galfast says fireball and shoots his hand out.
Keep practicing.
Oh, man,
Keep practicing. Good attempts.
The magic
I'm gonna-
in this area is pretty bad, fool. So be careful.
I'm gonna point at Kyther and say, prestidigitation. Ah, nothing's working.
Hey,
That guy reeks.
Galfast, roll me an Arcana check.
No,
Okay, here we go.
something happens.
I have a 0.
You could roll a nat 20.
It's a public roll. I don't know if you wanted it to be
Oh.
public or not, but there it is.
Galfast shoots his hand, says prestidigitation, and you guys all hear the sound of somebody cracking off a very loud fart.
Galvast is under the impression. Galvast thinks he has magic now.
You did it, buddy. Good
Just-
job.
Just be careful, Galfast. Magic is unreliable down here.
Yeah.
Use your magic wisely.
Suddenly, Galvast is very serious and is nodding to himself.
The most
Great
solid
power,
anyone's
great
ever seen
responsibility.
him.
Yes, yes. I didn't think it was possible.
This changes everything. It really wasn't me the whole time. Everyone's laughing, and then there's going to be like a very stressful situation. I'm going to try to cast a fireball.
Oh man, that's so funny.
oh, I can't wait to see that.
Okay.
Uh,
So this something bad happened in this area. Used to tie all the planes together. Do we know anything about the god that is here? I know Iomade told you something about this place, Reed, right? Or did they just lead you here? Wait, is this the person that you saw in the dream?
This is the voice that I heard when I was in the ethereal plane, and Iomede's not sure if this is a god or if it's just something ancient and powerful. Because
It was something older than Iomade.
It's older than Iomade, yes.
Shit, that's older than me.
But how long ago does it look like something happened here, Rowan? Do you think you could figure that out from the foliage? Or
How does it taste?
Well, if you look by his feet, there's some algae there. I'm not super familiar with that species, but I'm familiar with the family, and that's probably about 300 to 500 years of growth right there. But I'm feeling the same way as a Tesk. I don't like the way this place feels.
David, I have a pitch? Could I do like a knowledge religion check, or what was it? Knowledge religion? Or look through the book to see if there were any major events that would have been, around that time, through the black book that was written by, the person that left it at the
So
institution.
you're looking
college.
through you're looking through the one that you found in Otheris, not in your holy book, and not in Iomede's journal, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Then what do I want here? You're looking through this to find stuff, religion. Yeah, high DC, but go ahead and give me a roll. It's give me a roll.
Blind.
I think that Reed is like thumbing through this book, and he's, a lot. Not all of it is. It's like purposefully ambiguous and like hard to read, and like the easiest thing to tell about it is that like big map that was in the end and the big like image, the big effigy that's in there, right? But I think that Reed probably is finding it really hard to like focus on this as he's thumbing through the book, because there's sounds of futzing and a very high pitched like mosquito like which has started to like come out of the walls in a couple of different places here, and I think that Reed like between how hard this thing is to read under ideal conditions and how not ideal these conditions are, like I think that Reed just like gets frustrated and like is like, fuck this, and there's nothing, you know what I mean? Like I don't think he's got no meaningful results, and not only no meaningful results, but I think he's probably a little bit agitated.
Yeah, tell me I rolled a nat 1 without telling me I rolled a nat 1.
I didn't
So
say that.
I'm going to I'm like thumbing through my book, and I'm just gonna like slam it shut, and then I'm just gonna smash the mosquito with the book, and it's just gonna like break the part of the cozy cabin. Just gonna put a hole in it.
Roll me just a d20. Just roll me a luck check. Don't put any skill on it. Just roll me a flat d20. Cool. You only break a hole in the side of the cozy cabin.
Okay. I got nothing.
Yeah, great. And as he blows it open, there's the sound of like space decompression, like air whooshing and being like pulled in and around the like breach of the fucking of the whole cozy cabin. As this hole is in it, like pieces of it start to like fall away and make the hole larger. The whole cabin starts to rumble.
Shit, guys, I'm
like,
sorry.
what the fuck,
This fucking mosquito. You guys didn't hear it?
The sound is still happening.
mosquito?
It is.
I'm gonna grab the pot of food.
Emanating from the cabin itself. It becomes clear to Reed at this point.
I think we got to get out of here. Wait, is that? I'm gonna poke my head. I'm gonna poke my head through the hole that I just created. Is the giant moving?
You poke your head through the hole, and the giant is not moving, but your shoulders. Everybody watches your feet like lift up. You're like standing on tiptoes with no leverage, and you're being you feel like somebody has got a hold of your neck and is like pulling you from the outside of the cabin. You know what I mean?
Oh shit. Help!
Wait, describe that again.
So, Reed hits wall with book. Wall falls apart and creates a not quite Reed's head size hole. Pieces start falling away from the edge of that hole, making a larger hole. Cabin starts shaking. Reed sticks his head out of hole, and instead of sticking his head partway out of hole, you guys watch as he sticks his head out the hole, and then and then his shoulders make contact with the wall, and he becomes adhered to, from your guys' perspective, it looks like he's trying to climb through the wall or jump through it or something. He's standing on his tiptoes. Yeah, I'm about to say, what's happening with your hands? Are you pushing?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and push myself out.
I'm gonna say, Reed, stay there. You're stopping the. Okay, so just so I'm picturing, so my character wouldn't know, but Aaron is thinking of like if you're in like a 747 jet and there's a hole and something like sticks to the wall, like the suction.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm picturing?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, Reed, I think you're stopping the. Can you even hear me, Reed?
Yeah. You're just a little quiet.
No, you're in a good. You're in a good spot. I'm like still stirring breakfast.
As you stir
my head's
breakfast,
turning purple.
pieces of the fireplace that your pot is in are falling into the stew. Like there's like a drop of pure darkness and like a mote of ethereal light as like pieces are just like as the whole thing is shaking and small chunks are just like falling into the soup.
I think it's time to go.
Simone's gonna be like, Simone's just gonna uncast the spell.
Yeah, and in a flash, Reed, give me a reflex save. This is just for fun. This is a very low stakes roll. Reed falls flat on his ass. he's like pushing up against an imaginary wall, and then like as the force disappears, it'd be the equivalent of like climbing stairs that at the third step that are then suddenly no longer there as you're mid step kind of thing, and you just kind of face first into the dirt, rock. This close, it's hard to tell.
What? Yeah, what's
And be
underneath?
like, don't break holes into my house, puto.
It was falling apart anyway already.
Hey, that doesn't mean you can just break shit. What kind of manners? This is what I'm talking about, fool.
Listen, man, you saw where I
Everyone's
came
lost their
from.
manners. Yeah, and they taught manners, fool.
They did.
I saw you wash your hands before dinner and shit. You don't think that also means don't break holes in people's houses?
I mean, we break holes in things all the time.
Yeah, but that's not my shit, fool. When it's my shit, I care.
Kythar's just gonna chime in. Yes, very bad to break people's tents.
Thank you, Kythar. Thank you, Kythar. See,
Mhm.
look,
You-
I can't
you
believe
guessed it home.
I can't believe Kythar's giving you a fucking man as a. Okay, there's a fucking. You're pissing me off, Reed. We need to focus on the. We need to focus on the fucking giant fool.
Hero point to both Reed and Kythar for having different ends of the spectrum, but in my homeland, this is how you treat other people's houses. I'll count that as backstory.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
When the spell was decast, I would have grabbed the pot. Would have been my reaction. What happens between the spell and it being decasted?
If you're
Pot of
trying to just grab the pot, how badly does Galfast want to save this soup?
Really bad. He's been stirring it as the mote of darkness and whatever was falling into it. It was starting to smell slightly better than usual. So he's hungry and he's been stirring this since everyone woke up.
Then I need another Arcana check from Galfast.
Public or private? I actually don't know Arcana.
We'll do public for this instance. Good on you to ask. It'll vary. It'll fluctuate.
Oof. Middle.
Galfast, you grab this pot of soup and like bear hug it. You hear the sound of Reed falling flat on his ass and an argument between Simone and Kythar and Reed. And as you like look back up, probably you and Atesk and Rowan can see that you still have a pot of stew in your hands, and I don't know that it would mean anything necessarily to you, but Atesk would certainly know that like the pot is part of Simone's spell and should not be here because he dispelled it. You know what I mean? But you still have the soup, no problem.
But he still has the pot.
But he still has the pot. He still has the pot of soup. So Galfast, you're probably pretty happy.
Hey, Galfast.
Couldn't be happier.
Hey, Smoke.
Okay.
Hey, should Galfast still have the pot? Maybe?
Fuck off! Of course I should.
No, fool. That's a part of my cabin.
Yeah.
But-
That's what I remember. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah,
And
what
I
are
was
you fucking
remembering.
talking
All right, who's up?
But magic different down here. So magic, yeah, act not normal.
Anybody want some of this? I'm gonna like
Wait,
start
did,
rolling.
did
Kythar
Kythar just
runs.
give?
Okay, okay. I'm gonna
Kythar's
start
running.
snapping. I'm gonna. Oh shit.
Yeah, Kythar fucking runs over to the soup. Simone's snapping behind you, Kythar. You arrive swiftly at Galfast's feet, and he's like bear hugging this like cauldron, basically, of soup.
And it smells good. It was a ration stew, and I used some giant leather as like a seasoning, and then there's motes of darkness and some indescribable quantum, bits in there. So,
Indescribable quantum bits.
Kythar, don't drink that.
Kythar's just hold, just like starts to grab like the edge of the pot. It's like, let me hold for you. You poor bull.
What?
yeah, I mean, I'm hungry, so
He's bear hug. It's a
I
fucking
got it. I got
man
it.
holding a fucking.
okay. We
cauldron
prefer the
of-
term "little people."
Sorry, a dwarf holding a cauldron of soup. That is as big as he is. All right.
Okay,
Kythar's
well, hold
helpful.
on, fool. Okay, while you're holding the soup, fool, I just want to, bring some things up. Like, we need to think about exactly how we're going to attack this, or talk to this.
Attack.
Attack.
No, not
I know
attack.
Galfast's
Put him in
ears
our
perked up.
sights.
Oh, we're attacking? He's got his hand on his bow
Shoot him.
already.
How we're gonna handle this. I'm thinking that we fucking, he seems like Halgrim sent us, but I don't know if we want to say Halgrim sent us, fool. I think there was some bad blood there, right?
Might have been.
Why? Why do you think that? Actually, I have no idea.
Just the way some of the townspeople were talking, and like, why is Halgrim over here, and he's hiding this vault? Like, I feel like there's some. If we're trying to prove our worthiness to this Buto, like, I would imagine that they are, not on the best of terms.
I mean, is that what happened so long ago, or is this, maybe he wants to stop the dragons just as much as we do. Maybe that's what happened out here. I don't know.
And does anyone remember where the weapons and armor we're looking for came from? Isn't it a dragon armor that was forged?
It was armor forged by dragon. By
And-
yeah.
And some of it was spread around, but these pieces remain here. I'm assuming this is where it was forged. And the helmet. Oh, go ahead, Reed.
Didn't Cade help with forge the armor?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
So the point is, fool, is that all these like fucking northern gods like to prove your worth and shit. Like maybe we just come up with that, and maybe only bring up Halgrim if we have to. At least that's my
You know
thought.
what?
If anybody has a better idea, fucking do it then. You know what I mean?
I think I speak for everyone, Simone. Maybe you should lead the conversation here.
Oh, shit. Here's the problem, fool. I don't want to pull an A-Test and just fucking get everyone killed.
I think that's exactly what A-Test
Why,
wants.
why,
Yeah,
why
well,
do you have
I
to
mean-
name that after me?
I think you got a better chance of getting us through it than, well,
A-Test.
I mean,
Well,
You're-
I know I don't have a good
No
track
one died.
record, but we don't have to
No one
go
died.
naming things after me.
Like
Yeah.
I don't want to. Yeah.
Yeah, pull an A-test. Everybody almost dies, but lives in the end.
Yeah. I'm sorry that you got turned into a verb. I'm really sorry about that, but
I've been
It's just-
verbalized.
it's just been the best way to describe you, fool. That's the only thing I can think of.
Somebody who almost gets everybody killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is totally the time to be having this argument. All right, let's keep going.
Okay, so we're just so we're on the same page. Simone will do the talking, which is no surprise. We won't mention Halgrim, and we know this place is very old, and he hasn't moved for 500 years. And other than that, we don't know anything about him.
I think we should probably
That's
walk
correct.
a little slow too. Don't want him to get too close and be like, "That's far enough," and then bam.
Reed, let me see your shield real quick, Buto.
I'm gonna show him the shield.
Is that giant like on the shield? I want to see if there's like any.
No, the shield
'Cause
is
that-
What I
the,
want.
like the mountain surrounded with a dragon flying around it with
Oh,
like the prophecy.
that's his journal.
The journal
Yeah,
is
the
the one
journal.
that has that like switched over to the regional stuff. And your credit where it's due, Simone. You're the first person to open this journal since it changed. Since you've been in the eye of the storm, right? Because it did when you hit the cavern, it changed and like zoomed in and like moved and like became like closer to a regional map. As you open it up here, I want an Arcana check.
Okay. Simone's known for his just amazing Arcana checks.
You know, I'm gonna be asking for probably a
and
lot of those right now. So we're gonna see how this stuff goes here.
Oh, it's supposed to be. Sorry.
You're cool, man. You gotta open this journal up and it looks like, if each of the like skies, if each of the planes are a different colored juice, it looks like somebody has just spilled all that juice over here. You know what I mean? Like it's just this like messy hodgepodge of fucking of like different like plane representations, and in the middle of it is like a sigil of like a door, but nothing looks like a giant. None of like the gods' heads that you guys saw in it previously. It has definitely changed again, but is like way more primitive now. It looks like basically like a watercolor with that somebody drew in pen a picture of a door in the middle of, right? You know what I mean? Yeah.
So it's a water pen, a picture of a door.
It's just a picture of a door. Yeah.
Oh, just a picture of a door.
A door
Okay.
surrounded by colors, and each of those colors coincide with the blackness of the sky, the galaxy, the whatever. Like, the galaxy one's a rainbow color, the darkness one is fucking black, the celestial one is fucking, like an LED backlit page, right? You know what I mean? But it's just this like hodgepodge with the only constant being this door in the middle.
The door.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hold the door. Hold the door.
So then Simone's gonna look up at the door and be like, it seems like all these planes, all these like cosmic things, and to go through this door. And so this giant, just to correct me if I'm wrong, is standing in front of a door, right? Or he's not?
So if I
He's just
were
standing
to
there.
hypothetically, actually I'm going to move you guys to the next, because I have 2 maps for this place. Okay, so if this is our still standing tallest fucking obelisk, right? That the door is at the base of, right? So you've got a round. It's supposed to call it a hobbit door, but it's not. You have like a round door, right? Like at the base of this thing, and then you have this fucking giant standing right
Gotcha.
there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like fucking
Yes.
yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
And are all of the other obelisks broken? Because you said there were 8 of them, right? Are the other 7 broken?
Shattered.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Just a quick glance around. Yeah, they're all broken. Every single one.
Okay, and that's the only one that's not broken.
Correct.
Got it. Okay.
Could I do a quick? Okay. How many? Would my character know how many planes there are? Would that mean anything to my character? I see 8 obelisks. Would I think, oh yes, the wind, fire, earth? Does that mean anything to me, or does 8 totally arbitrary?
I don't. Yeah, I think the number for Galfast is pretty arbitrary. Yeah, I think that he's probably intuitive enough and observant enough to like be able to correlate there are about as many obelisks as like types of sky. but like I don't think that he could even name a single like one of these planes. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, that sounds right. I'm gonna say, do we have when we get close to the giant? Do you think the message spell would work? Do we have some way of like conversing with each other while we talk to him? Does he have a spell for that, or do spells not work here? Also,
Well, that's
oh, go
spells do
ahead.
not work here, fool. I mean, like you saw my cabin, like
It fucking fell apart. What's up with that?
because magic here, it's like
Except the pot.
The planes are interfering with the magic, fool.
What if you can
Okay.
already hear us? And I
By this point, by this point, I feel like Kythar and myself have eaten some of breakfast.
I was going to
weird happen, or
ask.
we
Yeah, I was
just-
going to ask if during this talk, if anybody tried to like sneak any or do anything like that. I need a. Let me see here. I got to look at the character sheet to give you an answer for that. I need a fort save from both of you.
From
The two men who are
Public or
eating
private?
the fucking public school. Yeah. Public school. Yeah. Ooh, caught a fortunate roll on that one. A fortunate rock on that one.
Oh, let's go.
This
Let's go.
this is hands down the most interesting thing you guys have ever like eaten. It's kind of like when you like look at cameras of like what other animals see. Like you're tasting in 4D. You know what I mean? Like this is like a new experience for you guys. There is I don't know. Kythar's a barbarian. He rages. So the same way that his veins engorge and he like feels amped when he's raging, like Kythar is getting that like feeling right now, and I don't think Kythar knows how long it's going to last for. But Soto, if you'd like, you can just put your character into rage, just like for free. You're just like raging now without having to like use your rounds. You know what I mean? You're just like fucking chilling and good for it. I feel very Galfast, same deal. Like you're like looking around, and there's no moving creatures around here except your party mates. Every single one of them is your hunted prey. You know what I mean? Like you're like, oh shit, I could hit anything right now. You know what I mean? Like this is fucking.
nice.
But
you
but
guys
there's
gotta try this. I feel alive, and like I'm like kind of usually hunched over and like rickety looking, and I'm pepped up. My back is straight. The scoliosis is gone.
Did you fucking spike the food, fool?
Well, some of the I don't know. Okay, do I look like I know? Okay, I'm gonna stick my hand out and I'm gonna say detect magic over the stew.
Give me an Arcana check.
Over the stew.
Oh God, what do I want to give you on this? Galfast, you feel like this is magical. The stew.
Yeah, it is magical. I can tell. I cast a detect magic task.
Okay, listen, fool.
Uh-huh.
You enjoy your
good job.
magical stew. I'm very happy for you. We got to deal with this giant, fool. So
Yeah.
You're done
After
doing
you.
this.
I guess we need to. By the way, how many different planes are going into the door from the description of the book?
So on the book, I think same deal. I think that if you were just like you could just like straight count, that there are
Yeah, and how many?
that there's an equal amount, right? There are like 8 fucking
Okay.
like types of sky here going into the door.
Okay.
But that's
the main
just on the
reason why I
page,
asked-
right? Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. The main reason I asked is because the armor's named the armor of the 4 winds, right? So I
Right.
was trying to see if there's like a correlation to how many planes I'm seeing to the name of the armor.
Yeah,
So,
nothing obvious there.
it's
I mean, it's twice the number of
Yeah.
4 wins, I guess. So that could be a
Yeah.
correlation. but-
Yeah. Okay. So then, if that's the case, I'm gonna be like, all right, fools. Like, I think we should just, we gotta
That's fine.
we gotta try. What do you
Fuck,
guys think?
no, I think you're right.
Carthar,
I think
don't rage. Don't rage on the
okay,
fucking giant.
how are you gonna soothe Kythar for him not to go in rage? You gotta soothe him.
Yeah, so Simone, you said tell Kaithar not to rage. He just looks back at you with bloodshot eyes.
Okay.
rage.
Starting to rage.
I'm gonna go give him a hug.
Oh, okay.
This is,
And
and I want to be clear from a DM standpoint, whether or not Kaithar rages is completely your call, Soto. Like, this is not a you have to rage thing. This is a you feel as powerful as you do when you're raging all the time.
Okay. So Reed's embracing Kythar, but he's locked eyes with Simone. What does Simone do?
Simone pulls out an entire bottle of alcohol. And I put it,
Which
and I
has
put it
since
in the,
defrosted because you stayed the night in the cozy cabin.
yeah, I put it in the chat. Right. So I didn't know this, but alcohol has
Has like a real tree.
stages. Yeah.
That's hella funny.
And stage 7 is death.
Well, you'd have to pass the unconscious stage, so people would have to literally be continuing to feed you alcohol while you're unconscious to hit that that stage.
For 8 hours. Yeah.
Oh man.
Never have I failed.
Oh man.
I know, right? And so he goes, "Fool, if you're good, I'll give you this whole bottle, and it's the good shit. You can tell."
So Kythar, from his eyes and veins bulging, starts looking and was like, mighty fine gift. Good gift for Kythar. And he just shoves Reed away and starts walking towards the bottle.
Oh, damn. Well, fuck me, I guess.
Oh man. Our spectators of the group, Rowan and Atesk. We getting a kick out of this as the camera pans to the two of you. What does it catch?
Yep. Rowan's just kind of watching and enjoying the show. Maybe
that?
consoling Reed at the end there.
Oh.
Iteska kind of looks like he wants to get a move on. He doesn't want to say anything, but like he wants to.
It's like, are we done yet?
He's got his
Wants to go.
shoulders and toes both pointed
Let's go.
towards the goal, and he's just
Let's
like
go.
turning to talk to people.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
He's ready.
That is fucking great. I love that. Then, unless there is kind of like something else you guys like to do here, which at this point does not include a cozy cabin, so in theory you can do it wherever or whenever at whatever point. Kind of as for the usual, I'm going to ask you guys for a marching order, and then I might call for just like a super quick 5er just because I have to pee. But who's leading your party? Visibility is no longer an issue. It's very obvious where you're going. Impossible to get lost here. Reed's suggestion was to move slowly. I don't know if you guys are doing that or not. And I just want
slowly,
cautiously. And I just kind of want to know who's in front, who's in back, who's in the middle. You know what I mean?
Kythar's in the rear with the gear.
In the rear with the gear. Number 6.
I'll be in the middle.
Okay. Galvast, I'm putting you at 3.
Simone, you were saying.
I was told to go in the front.
Okay, I'll be right behind you.
Who's on point?
That's Simone.
Simone, great. 1, Reed behind him. So I've got Simone, Reed, Galfast. That leaves Kythar. No, that leaves Atesk and Rowan.
I'll go after Galfast.
5, 4 for Rowan, 5 for Atesk, between Rowan and Kythar near the end. Okay, guys, let's just take a super quick break, just because I gotta pee, and we'll come back in 5-ish minutes and fucking keep going. Be right back.
Sounds
We're live. Welcome back, guys. So you guys are nice light, Aaron. You guys are fucking venturing basically deeper into the miles wide, roughly circular plain with these, shattered and broken obelisks, standing along the perimeter and kind of like, in the center of, but opposite to where you guys are at on the circle, there is the only standing pillar that is like itself made of what appears to be like the same kind of like frigid tundra materials that you guys ventured through, right? Like there is mist around the base of it, and it is itself glacial blue, right? As it stands before you with this, like doorway, gateway that you can see from here, which means it is huge, right? But even so, it stands up to the ankle, up mid calf to this fucking being who is standing over it. Feet, ankles, legs, toes overgrown with like a crystalline lichen material. But as you guys make your way across this plain, there is like, it's like a glade, right? There are like bits of standing water. Parts of it come across with the same energy as, and I'm really disappointed in myself for not having the actual proper name for this off the top of my head, but the like Sea of the Dead, which you might just call it Sea of the Dead, Lord of the Rings, all the bodies in the fucking water kind of thing, right? Like the swamp, right? There is like, it has like that energy, and in some places, there are maybe these like humanoid forms in them, but they're not all like swamps, and they're not all like zombies. Like in some of these are pools of almost like, stardust, and others are pitch black or blood red, right? As you kind of like make your way through here, and they change and undulate as frequently as the skies above you, which swirl and convulse with motes of light spinning around each other, electrifying the air and the space between them, melding and flowing in and through one another above you. And this unmoving beast, giant, god, who stands in front of this obelisk ahead of you guys. It looks like Simone is bravely leading the way, with Kythar, at the rear, and each of you kind of between the two of them. As you start this journey, there is uneven ground, places where it is difficult to get your footing, where perhaps you feel even the elves feel heavier, and points where Galfast, stout as he is, might feel light on his feet. As you guys travel through, there are, boulders and pieces of like rock and stone, which are kind of like scattered throughout the space. And for at the very least, the first leg of your journey, there, there's no movement from this sentinel who stands in front of you. But those of you who have magical I guess I will ask you, Galfast, when you finish the stew, what do you do with the pot?
So I had some stew. Did anybody else have any stew, or was it just Kythar and I'm assuming?
Yeah, it was just Kythar.
Okay, Galfast would have pulled it, knowing that this stew made him feel a little different. he would have pulled out the rations that he put in. Like he cooked it with rations, and now that they've been in the stew, so he's going to have like whatever these infused rations are. He would have pulled out, put those back in his pack. To Galfast, the pot itself would not be, I think Atesk and Simone mentioned about the pot, but to Galfast, the pot would not be anything special. So at some point, once Galfast was finished eating and he pulled the rations out, he would just set the pot down. He doesn't care about that. So Atesk and Simone would see Galfast set the pot that's not supposed to be here down.
Okay. Simone would. Simone would tell Galfast, I'm like, hey, fool, like, you should hold on to that. Like, that might
It's
be
big as hell. What do you mean?
You made something inside of it, right? And then you got some sort of effect, right? So, like...
Yeah, it was a good stew.
So something obviously altered that fucking stew, and so it may be useful in whatever trial is ahead.
As in, you want me to keep the pot of stew with me?
I want you to keep the cauldron with you.
Just the cauldron?
That's correct.
How big is it? How big of a cauldron am I holding here?
Does it matter? Can't you put it in your bag? Of holding.
I put the cauldron in my bag. What kind of cauldron is it? Is it something I can put in my bag, David? I was picturing like a witch's cauldron.
No, it is. It's too big to put in your bag. Yeah, it's too big to put in your bag.
Oh.
Okay, that makes me think that it's actually important.
It's like a big community. It's like a big community pot that you guys used.
You can wear it as a helmet.
That's
Just
what, no,
give-
I'm assuming bigger than that. I'm assuming like he was a community pot. It was bigger than Galfast, as big as Galfast as he was holding it, right?
I mean,
It was big.
it was
Had my
big.
arms wrapped around it.
Yeah, he can wrap his arms around. It wasn't too big for him to hoist on his own. You know what I mean? But it was large enough he had to use both hands to hoist it on his own.
Oh, community pot for dwarves. Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
I can carry it with me for a bit. It's going to take two hands, though. Maybe somebody can give me a hand with it. What the hell do we need it for? It's just a pot.
Yeah, but like, it seems
It's a
like
set. It's
somehow
part of a set.
It's
and then
locked.
somehow the planes that we're in right now are interacting with it, right? Like, it gave you the ability to, do something. I don't know. You said you were alive or some shit.
I mean,
And Kythar fucking was about to pop a blood vessel in his eye socket, so I think that's good for him.
I mean, is it that, or is it just the shit that spilled into it?
I can give you the recipe.
I'm about to say, how does Reed know? Oh, I guess Reed does. I guess Alfast did say something about it, didn't he?
Yeah.
About there being shit.
I mean, I saved some. I have some rations. Yeah, I'll hang on to the pot. Sure. See me holding with both hands.
I know. You do that thing where you got to like kind of like lift it and like hoist it, get your grip under it a little better. You know?
Kythar, do you mind helping him, fool? Kythar?
Yeah, sorry, my mic. My
My fuck up. I'm here. Can you hear me? Fuck.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah,
Man.
you're good.
All right. Kythar just one-handed it, picks up the fucking bowl and puts it in his.
Galfast is still hanging on to it.
Yes, yeah, I'm dangling.
Can Kythar put it in a bag? Bag of holding? Yeah.
No, it's too big. It's too
No?
big. Too big for the bag of holding.
It's too big for the bag of holding.
Yeah, because the bag holding only gets
Well-
like a foot, wide, open.
Okay, Kythar got a hammer. Kythar could smash it down and then reform.
How would you reform, fool? Okay, we're already. You know what? This is already taking too long. Drop the pot.
I don't even think the pot's important.
I don't think.
Sorry,
I think it's just a
Drop the pot.
manifest of the magical energy here and putting our focus into this pot way too much.
Can
Okay,
Kythar
then-
throw it? Can Kythar throw it?
No. Nothing that can anger that puto up there. And I'm gonna point to the.
Kythar
the
was
big
about
giant.
to throw with still Galfast holding onto the fucking pot. Just in throw motion, and then drops it
Oh.
behind him.
Oh,
And so then And so then someone's like, all right, let's focus, and then we're gonna keep getting closer to
The giant, the giant giant.
the giant.
Sounds good. Is there, you know, assuming that this thing makes no moves, is there any distance that you would like stop at, kind of thing, or are you guys just gonna kind of like? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like your plan is to march up to his toes, cock your head back, and be like, "Yo, bro, we're here." You know what I mean? Like what? You know, kind of assuming nothing changes. How close do you guys get? What do you do? You know what I mean? Like, because this is not gonna take you a week to get there. You know what I mean? Like, it's only gonna take you, a few hours travel, a few miles.
Uh, so you want to know what we're gonna do, like when we get there?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Assuming that the next thing I'm going to say is you arrive at the door. You know what I mean? Like, would you guys go all the way to the door? Would you stop short? Because sometimes, like I said, I like to leave the approach in the situation up to you guys. And in the same way that you always ask me, how many feet away is it? I'm gonna ask you, how many feet away are you stopping? You know what I mean? Like, what's your plan, right? Like, and just walking up to it is okay. But I'm gonna assume you're gonna walk up to it, right? Like if you don't tell me anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna walk up to it, and we're gonna probably be like, I don't know, 50, 80 feet away from his feet. And I'm gonna yell out and be like, "Hey, puto, we want to pass into the door, fool."
Cool. I love that. I just needed to kind of like I just needed to make sure that your answer was not going to be we stopped 3 miles out and circle the wagons again, right? You know what I mean? Because then I can stop you well before 80 feet at the first event, the first thing that is not the very landscape shifting and changing before you. The sharp, high crack of, very reminiscent of not only the lightning, but the falling of stones in an avalanche, right? Like with that sharp, like high pitched, stone on stone, metal on metal ring, with the, on top of the base of a thunderclap, as you guys get within, a few hundred feet, right? Like not, you get a giant's foot away from essentially the door, and the neck of the giant has snapped, and instead of a sentinel statue looking slightly down, you know what I mean, like scanning the horizon, it is now a tucked chin, and like if you guys look up, like it was maybe arbitrary before, perhaps one of those optical illusions, something that looks at you wherever you are. After this crack and rumble, like this thing is now very like obviously making like eye contact with you guys, and as it does, like there are like pieces of glacial ice that just like kind of like fall off and like scatter to the ground, and there are like bits and pieces of this like lichen that are growing on that, mosses and things that Rowan recognizes as like only growing at high altitudes, but this thing like looks down with like in the same way that flame is blue but still extremely bright, right? With these like bright blue eyes. There is a moment of silence. And I'm kind of making the leap here that at its first motion the party also immediately stops? Question mark? Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got no other motion in this thing other than this, right?
The neck snapping.
Other than neck
Yeah.
snapping down. You guys are, a few hundred feet out. It is staring at you.
Simone, maybe he didn't hear you. Maybe ask him again.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, puto, down here. We need to fucking go into the door, fool.
Will you grant us passage?
You
We
guys
have some food to trade.
Or a cauldron, a magic one?
We left that. We left that behind.
Never mind. We don't have a magic cauldron.
Reed, why are you lying to him already?
I thought we had it.
We could give him little guy. We offer up him.
I'm kind of curious if I don't say anything, what you guys will continue to do as you vamp.
How bad it'll get. Take a test. He's the most magical of all of us. Just kidding.
He only killed a couple kids.
That's more valuable.
He's from the College of Arcane Arts. He's the enemy.
We'll kill him. We'll kill him right now.
That one's a joke. That one's a joke.
Of course it is. Of course it is. As you guys shout up into, I mean, the void is not quite the right phrase, but like part of it is void for sure. And this thing stares down at you. There's like this beat of silence which stretches infinitely, right? And it grows well past uncomfortable into like, can this thing speak? Does it, is it going to react? Da 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 da. And there is a, it is not an invasion in the same way that the like tentacle god like pushed its way into your minds, but there is that like, like tasting in 4D, right? In this 4D voice, in this voice that comes from everywhere all at once, behind you, underneath you, carried on the air, but also in every voice, in every language, in every tone, in every like cadence and pitch and from the guttural and stuttering to the eloquent and operatic, right? In every language spanning from common through Elven, Draconic, the obscure languages that are the means in like Rowan hears it in like plant speak, right? Like in the same way that he can speak to plants, you guys hear every message simultaneously in every language that you can comprehend, and the message that comes across is none of the old enemy will ever access the vault, and the sky begins to swirl around his head.
We're definitely not the old enemy. We're
the new friend.
Maybe even had visitors in a while. Who is the old enemy?
As the magic spins, the answer comes through as a name. So in a like eerie echo, because you go to Disneyland and it's all the different language. Tower of Terror. You know what I mean? It's like you guys all get that name all at the same time, and that name comes out as Alzarath, which is a familiar name to you guys. and
yeah.
and the clouds continue to, and I say clouds, the puffy physical 3D sky elements of the different planes, right? You know what I mean? Like this fucking mess of magic, like melds and royals kind of like above him.
Yeah.
As he claims, Alzaroth, and then the second thing he says is, and the elves, and his arm pulls back up into the sky that is roiling above him.
We're here to stop Elzareth too.
Hey,
We're on
the bad fool.
We're on the same team. We
know
can prove it.
We know Alzarath killed Anixia. We're here to save the world.
Nice.
And we have slain one of his brood, Saltwing.
But Saltwing is back. That's a problem.
Yeah, you didn't have to.
And his answer in the echoing, like repeated nature of it, you're like, oh, we killed Saltwing, we killed this, we did that.
You can prove it.
And his answer is, and you've brought the enemy here to the place they should never find. And
that's Helgrim's fault.
And fucking lightning crackles above him, channels through his hand, and beelines directly for a Tesk, proudly donned in his College of the Arcane Arts robes, standing beside you guys.
Can I reflex to deflect that lightning, or try to absorb it with the shield?
You can reflex for that, and I'm gonna need everybody else to roll initiative after that reflex roll.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
This guy doesn't stand a chance. When I have,
I need an encounter.
Cool.
When I have Banjo dig at his feet, are you kidding me? He's going to be so
Can I use
unstable.
my reflex for my initiative?
He's gonna be so unstable.
Since,
No. You're using your reflex. Well, let me think about this.
That would be the starting of the combat, correct?
Yeah, but this is also a selfless act. This is not you acting tactically and quickly to be on the best foot possible for combat. This is you jumping blindly into the way of something to protect your friend. So I'm going to say no, it will not work for initiative for combat. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have you roll at disadvantage for your initiative for combat because you are jumping and flying towards your friend, who it does look like you will get in front of and between him and the lightning as you do spring to do so. But I want a separate initiative roll. If you want to make that roll athletics based, though, I will give you an athletics roll because you are, or acrobatics or whatever the fuck the skill is. But I do still want it at disadvantage. Okay, I gotta make the encounter. So give me a second to fucking do all that shit. Okay, so I guess I'll leave it up to you guys. I don't actually have a real battlefield drawn up for this one, so I can either turn the grid on this one and I can hand draw some stuff and you guys can have a cool background, or I can load up the worm battlefield that you guys had that's just like the big icy tundra that actually has like a real grid.
I don't care.
Worm is my vote.
I think the worm would be better.
Worm is your vote. Great. Then that's
easier to get an idea of distance.
That was kind of my thought. Okay, give me a second. Then that is a battle map. God damn it! Not a background. The big mistake that I made was not. I started just recently creating folders based on like the region that you guys were in. I did not always do that, and everything else is just in a big fucking folder. So that's a big whoopsie for me. I really should be more organized with this shit. Okay.
Do you have any Mid-Journey stuff on Big Scary Giant?
Oh, do I? All right, so here we go. I'm going to lead you guys out. I did not miss anybody. I'm going to bring you guys in. One. Tisk, Kythar, Galfast, Reed, Rowan, Simone. I don't remember which order you guys are in. I'll fix it in a second. Simone, I'm assuming you had Wilbout with you? Question mark.
Yes.
He's usually your travel companion, so I just kind of made the leap that he's there. Then that's everybody. I know that you use Banjo. Does Bort have any combat applications, Chris? I never like drop him on the map for you, but I super could. He just like come because he like shows up as this like weird little like radial thing. So there you go. There's Bort. And then Banjo.
I mean, he does have some stuff that he can do.
Yeah, I just realized I've never like actually asked you. I've always just like, because Aaron's usually like, "Yo, throw a Banjo down here," and I just like fucking drop it. But I'm looking at Bort right now because I can see there's like a picture in here that I think is super cool. I don't know why it doesn't match and why he's already at like part health and stuff. But cool beans. That's all of you guys. Then I gotta go into my fucking actors, baddies. I have so many fucking baddies. S4.
So many baddies?
Just like in general. Super far away. Fucking. Although I guess I shouldn't put him at the very end. I should leave some room behind him so you guys can get to him. I will move you guys back instead. Great. Then. Okay, here is Mr. Man.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very large guy.
Large guy, no, like, he does not have any weapons hanging off of his belt kind of thing. It's very obvious that the weapon he wields is his size and whatever the sheer fucking energy is that he has access to.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
We didn't get the speech that I love you guys and all that we usually get for something a counter like this. So do you mind giving that little speech?
Yeah, dude, I'd love to give you that speech. Give me just a second to get this. I'm just working on the nuts and bolts right now to get everybody in here. I don't know why it only put Kythar in the fucking deal. That's weird.
Oh, I need to roll still.
Yeah, no, there we go. Now you guys should all be.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Did I get y'all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus a bad guy. Yeah. Okay. A test. I see you've got a penchant for drama here.
Yeah, it's rolling his perception. Is that fine? I thought you wanted to reflex.
Yeah, that's
No, I wanted reflex for Reed because he was jumping in the way of the bolt of lightning hit straight at you. And then I asked for his initiative with disadvantage specifically because of what he was doing. But
Kythar has crazy.
Kythar has crazy. I mean, so does the Storm Giant. He just rolled a 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I will say this: that Reed, you do manage to get in front of the Storm Giant first, which means
With the shield.
With the shield. And let me see here. Let me take a little look-see.
A little looky-loo.
Little looky-loo at my little notes of wotes here. A test was between Kythar at the end and Rowan on the other side. So I need each of them to roll me a reflex save. As you do get in front of him with the shield, and the lightning basically splits off the shield, and
Jesus.
arcs towards the nearest targets on either side, which, because I wrote your marching order down, I know is Kythar and Rowan.
Nice. Rowan,
So
I
why do you get
fucking
hit? Two of
I
us get
believed in you.
This might be a good roll to use a hero point on if you roll low.
Oh, I'm gonna use a hero point.
Oh,
Wow.
Zero point. Wow. That's wild.
Whoa.
Can a task
Oh,
do something?
Whoa.
no. It
Dude.
can't do anything.
Okay.
This sucks.
In the moment that you see Reed leap in front of you, we're not going to go full round of combat, but we're gonna do that like splitting a moment into sub moments things. Reed jumps in front of you, the lightning arcs off the shield, flying towards these other two, who you can see that Rowan especially seems unprepared for, and even Kythar is moving slow on his feet. A test. What would you like to do?
I'd like to cast Cloud Dragon's Cloak.
Okay, I do see
Rowan?
that it's the correct speed for this moment, so I do like that.
It is.
Um,
It is.
A cloud of mist enshrouds the target, appearing much like deflecting clouds, created by cloud dragons. Ooh, that's fun. The
Ooh.
target is treated as
Wow, he's
hidden.
from the College of Arcane Arts, casting dragon magic.
Crazy.
Yes, is really good for our case.
Crazy.
Really good for our case.
The first thing I need from you, Atesk, is an Arcana check. Actually, you know what, Atesk? For you, in this case, because this is a known spell that you're casting.
Is he trained, or what's his knowledge like level? Is he an expert?
Arcana?
In Arcana?
Tell you what,
Yeah.
your call,
Master.
Atesk. Either an Arcana with which you are a master, or a will save. I would accept either.
I'm gonna do Arcana.
I'm
'cause
about to say,
it's
are you using
better.
your knowledge or using your force of will?
Knowledge.
Okay, great. Well, then that's your knowledge.
Is that blind?
That is traditionally blind.
Okay.
Interesting. Yes, I will say that in this moment, as the lightning comes in, arcs off, a Tesk pushes through. Now, Cloud Dragon's Cloak kind of implies that this is a cloud of like kind of like regular ass mist, right? Like this is like the same kind of mist you guys like, fog basically, right? Does a Tesk usually put any kind of flair on it, or is it usually just like plain Jane fog?
It'd be his classic prismatic style, you know. It's just very
Okay.
Like
Little
the color of the
little
dragons?
flashy magic here.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Looks good.
I love that. And the colors are like enhanced by the extraplanar magic all around, and seem to shine brighter, sparkle louder. We are going to. I got to do a quick bit of reading here on all the little rules. Hidden. So normally an attacker must succeed a DC that.
This is a ranged attack, so if this is a spell attack, that's different from a ranged attack.
That is true.
So if it's considered
does.
a ranged attack,
It does say once a creature's hidden, blah blah blah, and it must make a successful flat when targeting you with an attack, spell, or other effect.
you or an ally is in range is targeted by a ranged attack. That's what I see. Right? Am I looking at that wrong?
You know what?
Click into hidden.
I will go ahead and make that roll. We're gonna make this first roll for Kythar.
The DC flat check?
Because it's just a flat check, so you know what I mean. I don't have to like worry about fucking doing anything about it, you know. So
Yeah.
this is Kythar.
I would imagine that it's
Rough. This is fucking Rowan.
so. I'm assuming that this is still the surprise round, right?
Yeah, this is all for the spell that was originally targeted, seemed to originally be targeted for a Tesk. that Reed has now deflected, that Atesk has now reacted to, and this cloud of mist has gone up around him. In that cloud of mist is kind of like eerily similar to the gorge that you guys just traveled through, as now your vision is obscured and there's bright ass lightning on the other side of it. Unfortunately, he hits that flat 11 for both of them. So then we are flipping back to those reflex saves that I asked for previously, unless there's anyone else who in this split second would like to, attempt to react or get an action here before we start in on regular turn combat, who has not already chosen to do something.
I don't have a reaction or anything. This would want to cast a spell, but that's about it. So it's
Give me an Arcana
Carry
check.
on.
Give me an Arcana check. No, give me an Arcana check. This is a strange and mystical place that you are in.
No.
I have one thing.
Okay, go fast. Shoot while he's rolling.
As a ranger, okay, you just rolled.
Fuck. Okay, as a ranger, no, please.
As a ranger, one of my special things is hunt prey. You designate a
Right.
target, which is what the special food gave me.
Right.
Hunt prey really doesn't do much because we don't do tracking, but I would like to make him my hunted prey.
Okay, sounds good. We'll call that a baseline on your magical food that you just got to say it and speak it, and it comes into being there. Yeah, Simone, I think that with that roll, that you are absolutely cool to shoot that spell off on your turn. I don't know if the Arcana roll. I was hoping for you to get supercharged from the environment, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck it, maybe your spells are firing off faster because you're out
Yeah.
here in the whatever. But
It's like Wild Winds in 5e, right?
yeah, I mean,
Wild Winds.
I mean that's a pretty good correlation. Yeah, absolutely. And so, God, but apparently the dice really
That's fine.
want this to be a fucking dramatic ass moment where lightning comes from the sky and we kick off combat. Fortunately, it looks like you guys did get off the fucking deal there, but oh God, I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, sorry, excuse me.
All right.
You guys are amazing. I love that we've been able to do this for years and come back to it every single week, and that that everybody shows up with a good attitude, and that we can all understand that characters do what characters do and the world acts the way the world acts. And as always, I am rooting for you guys.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Oh my god!
It's actually not that bad.
That's a lot.
Unless you critically failed your reflex save and are taking double damage from it,
True.
then it is not great. So, as one arc
His name is
runs off, and I'm sorry, Soto, your final was 29. So you just take regular damage.
Oh yay!
Let me see here. Where did I put you, man?
You have a
Did I
you're
not?
a big bag
did
of
I not
health
drop you?
also.
You
I-
did.
am I blind?
I rolled initiative. Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh, there you are. I just don't
Oh, right here,
recognize.
right
Did you
next to you.
change your picture again?
Well, no, not again. It's the same picture.
Oh, interesting. Maybe I'm just a blind man. Okay, so we're
I know.
going to damage. Great, and then unfortunately Rowan takes twice the damage. So as this bolt comes in, hits both of these guys, it then arcs off of them, and let me see here. Atesk and Reed are in the front. I'm actually going to put you guys in order now. So we had Kythar at the back. We had Rowan on the other side. Fortunately, there's nobody off Kythar in range. However, standing next to Rowan is Galfast. So Galfast, you're a ranger, buddy. Make that reflex save. All right, my guy. Makes a save. When you make a save, you get a critical save instead. Critical saves take no damage from basic actions. So you are just fine. But I would like Banjo's reflex save as well.
Oh shit! Are we gonna get Banjo on a stick right now? Crispy
Banjo on a
stick.
He has some good health.
I know, right? Roadkill.
Oh,
Jeffrey Dahmer,
you love to see it. You love to see it.
Yeah.
When the dice decide that the fastest person in the group, the ranger, gets to be the fastest person in the group when it matters. As you guys,
I think an arc.
as you guys completely, are able to roll out of the way, whether it's attributed to the extra spring in your step from the magical stew, or that just kind of like constant adrenaline rush of walking towards this enormous towering creature. I don't know. But that stops the chain effect as you guys are able to critically succeed. Talking is always free. We've been doing a lot of other stuff. You guys were like, yo, we're here for the vault. And he's like, the old enemies will never enter the vault. And you guys are like, we hate the old enemies too, man. Who do you hate? And he says, Alzaroth and the elves. And you guys are like, we're going to name drop a bunch of fucking dead dragons and living gods and stuff. And we're around, we're cool. And he's like, and you brought one with you. And fucking shoots bolt at a Tesk. Reed jumps in the way, arcs off the shield, hits the two guys on either side, ends that chain at Kythar because there's nobody else over there, arcs from Rowan to Galfast, who rolls out of the way. Welcome to your first round of combat, folks. What would you like to do?
Reed, show him the fucking shield, puto. Show him the helmet, fool. Tell him we got the armor of the four winds, fool.
And then
this puto.
and
Puto.
do I still have the lightning that was stored in from the beginning and the crevasse?
Feels like it.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, hey dude, look, we've got the armor that defeated Alzaroth before, and I'm gonna like shoot it off. I'm gonna shoot off the lightning from the shield, not at him, but straight up.
As like a display.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Love that.
Tesk.
And then I'm gonna do it with my holy light. Like, we're also with Iomade.
Tesk is gonna.
We've talked before. We had a conversation.
Say, Tesk, tell him.
We
I'm
shared
gonna-
a joint.
Tesk will take
We
off his
should.
robe, and then like
Oh, whoa.
like
Are you
I
just
don't
street
even like them. The college, but I'm cold.
Burn your
I don't have
robes,
anything else to
dude.
wear.
What's
Burn your
under the robe?
robes.
I need to know. What's
And
under
just-
the robe.
Just
Another robe.
The most like comfortable underwear you could possibly imagine.
Oh,
They're
so
just-
you're
they're
naked.
silk. You know, just like
you're
the
in
maximum luxury of the time.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Rides in style.
embroidered, fucking embossed,
Yeah.
all fucking,
Yeah.
He doesn't do without.
Does it do with that? Why
It's
why
a-
should he?
It says little A-Tesk right embroidered on the front.
LIL. Lil.
Yeah, little A-Tesk.
But he's gonna be shivering there without his robes on, being like, I'm
We're
not
not
with
here to
them.
fight you. We're not here to
Not with
deceive
them."
you.
Appeal number 2.
It's okay that you almost killed our friend, but
Yeah,
Rowan, do you have a helmet?
how is Rowan doing? How is Kythar doing? How are you guys?
Rowan's
Rowan, if you can get to me, take one of my health potions.
I can get myself up.
Oh, shit.
So it's our turn. So I'm going to
Yep.
move Wilb over to Rowan.
Yep.
Through Wilb, I'm going to cast resist energy. I'm going to choose electricity.
Okay. Love that. Yeah.
It's height, and I'm selecting myself, obviously, and Rowan.
You
So
got
Rowan,
it.
that gives you 10 resistance to electricity.
Got it. Love that. That's awesome.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna use some movement here to get right there, and I can use a swift action to give him a health potion.
Yes. Handoff is a swift action.
So I'm gonna give him a greater health potion. Because you took a lot of damage, my dude.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
And then, so I'm going to use my move in tandem
Yep.
ability to move, to use same action to move Simona. And then I'm going to keep Wilb next to Rowan to aid in any future attacks when it comes to reflex.
Okay. Cool. Love that.
And so Simone is just trying to not attacking this. We're not gonna. Simone's at least one round. We're not gonna attack this guy. We're gonna appeal to his, his sensibilities.
Yeah.
And be like, "Oh, though you've been standing there too long, the world has changed, fool."
Elves are cool now.
Everyone
And I'm
says
jumping
we're
up and
dope as
down on
shit.
the ropes.
We're here on a mission with Cade. For Cade.
He's a half elf, not a full elf.
No, he's a dragon. Oh shit!
Oh my god, guys! It's
Yeah.
Jesus.
Negotiation
he's one of
failed.
the good
No
ones.
rolls required. Negotiation failed. He stands there. He says, in all voices, all at once, he says, "None shall enter the vault."
Okay, well there you go. All right, well Simone did his turn, so you guys have your turn.
Yeah. All right. In that case, who wants to go next? I'm gonna shoot some arrows. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
What's he made out of, by the way?
You guys crack me
Looking
up.
at him, is he made out of like flesh and bone or stone?
No, it looks
'Cause
like
I got the impression it's like
Ice.
it's like
I'm
ice stone kind of thing.
yeah, ice and stone. Ice and stone is
Rock
the.
and
I mean,
stone.
maybe. Yeah, ice and stone. I'd say is probably what it looks like.
Where is the doorway?
I was actually just thinking that. I'm going to call this obelisk, which in reality is much wider than just 20 feet wide, right? Like, I'm going to move him up so it's a little bit more obvious, and then I'm going to... I guess white is not a great color for this. I'm going to obeliskify him. Give me a second here. Blue might be a better...
Okay, I guess I'll go. I did a move action. I'm standing in front of this weird, like, bluish rock. I know this was the map we fought the worms, but looking at this obelisk in front of me, is there anything stick out? Is there anything interesting to my character nature-wise about it, or am I good to start shooting arrows? Does anything scare me about the obelisk I'm in front of? I'm in the bottom left whenever you are done.
Okay, obelisk. Okay, so you're just talking about these. These are not full obelisks. These are like
Crumbled.
boulders in pieces. What are your skills? What do you fucking have? What kind of guy are you?
I have high survival, high nature.
Give me oh god. Give me a survival roll. I think is probably more appropriate between the two of those.
It's private.
That's okay, man. You're cool.
And then Simone has one last thing he wants to do before we start shooting arrows.
Yeah, Gafas, you're ducked behind this. There's nothing that alarms you about it. I will say that the pattern that these rocks are in reminds you of like when you toss dice or like gambling games where you toss a handful of stones, and some of them land face up and some of them land face down, and all this stuff. Like the pattern of the stones almost seem to be in like that same kind of like tossed nature. But as far as like, is the rock dangerous? Nah, Galfast, it's a rock. He's cool. It's not glowing. It's not made of chaos energy. You know what I mean? It's a rock.
Sick.
It's a rock.
Okay, Simone, you have one more thing.
Yeah. Simone's gonna begrudgingly look up over the rock that he's on. The one that used to drive for miles. And
Nice.
Pilgrims used to.
Yeah. And he's gonna look. We're Halgrim's chosen, fool. He sent us on a quest up here to find this exact location, fool. I'm like, we had his magical energy stored in here. And I'm going to point at Reed's shield.
The
In
lightning.
the shield. Yeah.
And he stands resolute as you holler at him. We're here, Halgrim. He stands, arm outstretched. Palm connected to the energy before, standing more or less resolute, as you all stand more or less resolute. But you get no answer.
Okay.
Galfast.
Yeah.
Galfast is going to shoot, and I'm going to use my once a day God's Breath bow activation. So I have to land a hit basically
Okay,
on him. So I'm gonna roll with advantage and burn one of my hero points.
that's a good
You
call.
also
Yep.
he's your prey too.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
as soon as you
although-
prey, whatever bonuses.
If he
your
flees,
class-
I'll be able to track him. If he flees, I'll be able to track
You'll
him.
know
as my
right where
prey.
this
So-
giant creature you can see from miles away goes. That'll be very useful.
I've used that a grand total of 0 times, but son of a bitch, if he goes anywhere.
And in my campaign, shit does run pretty often. You guys just don't usually care where it's going.
Yeah. No.
Oh man.
Funny.
Come on, man. High roll.
Okay.
Hit.
That's a hit.
That's a hit.
Okay, so let me just put it in. I guess you have to read it. So it
Yeah,
says
no, I
you
got
make
you.
a range strike. On hit, a vortex of air travels. When the arrow strikes its target, the vortex expands to a 30-foot radius from the
Yep.
point of impact.
Uh-huh.
The arrow deals an additional 1d8 bludgeoning against the target. So I'll roll the damage real quick.
Roll the before you roll the damage. I guess you can roll the damage either way. Roll the damage, and then roll me an Arcana check.
Okay, let me add 1d8. There's a 1d8 bludgeoning, right?
At least. Well, I guess it's not entirely true. But yeah, go ahead and add the 1d8 as it stands. All your regular damage.
Bam!
Bam. And then roll your Arcana check.
Public or private?
Everybody will see the results, so go ahead and roll it public.
There's my nat one.
There it is. You fire this God's Breath bow at this fucking guy. Cool. And you guys see this arrow fly across, and you have time. Like, it is. Do you shoot it like below the knee? Are you like aiming anywhere in particular in the giant? Or are you just kind of like arcing back and going for center mass? You know what I mean?
I would be aiming for like all of my shots are going to be landed on one knee, so I'll be targeting like the left knee or something specific.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. The knee is not as long, but even still, this thing is huge enough that a shot from here to the knee of this giant is a full 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and it finally like fucking hits and make contact as it covers both the vertical and horizontal distance to land inside of it. And there is the sound of like glass cracking almost, And you know, Galfast, your arrows, when you God's breath them, you know, do they have any like particular color? Do they grow in size? Right? Like, is there any identifying marker to the fletching? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the last time I described it is in this particular one. Usually arrows look like arrows, but this one it would look like a bullet. So it's like at the moment I let go of the bow, it strikes. So
Oh,
I know
cool.
you described it took a while, so it still takes a while, but it's like it's almost instant.
Yeah, and I will say that there's probably a sonic boom, like, much smaller, much sharper, not the bass of the thunder, but a high pitched crack, as this thing, you know simultaneously breaks the sound barrier and takes a bunch of time to get where it's going. You know what I mean, kind of thing. And fucking lands against this thing, and and there's a second crack, a few seconds later as it lands on this giant's knee. Give me some. Whoa, what am I doing here? Was that one of you
I put
placing
down
stuff
a
down, or
green.
was that me? Okay, cool.
That's me because it does put a vortex of difficult terrain.
Okay, cool beans.
So
Damage. Think. Cool beans. Do we have other actions out there?
Let's get to cover. And then I'm gonna move over here.
and I failed my Arcana check. Is that part of this, or is that later?
I don't think Galfast knows the
Alright.
answer to that.
Sick.
Rowan's gonna drink the potion.
Nice.
I think if you use a full round, you can heal for the maximum amount, right?
Right, but if you want to move, double far, then you'll have to roll for it. So I think it depends on what Rowan wants to do with the rest of his turn. Because what's 6 times 8? I can do math.
48.
So you could, if you take a full action, you'll get 68 healing instead of 51. You rolled pretty well, so I might keep it a swift action, especially if you're trying to move particularly far. But that's kind of your call, my guy.
I'll use the full action for the potion.
Okay, cool.
then
So
I'm just
that's so that's 68 points of healing then.
And then I'm just gonna move up here with them.
Sick.
And that'll be my turn.
David, can I hold? Go ahead.
I just want to check in with Simone real quick. I know you guys kind of all take your turn at the same time. You sent Will over with Rowan, and with Rowan, you with Rowan and a Tesk, and with Rowan kind of cutting back across. Were you trying to keep Will with him? In which case, you're welcome to just move him, over with Rowan, or are you trying to keep him, at that specific spot in the back, kind of thing?
I was trying to keep him with Rowan, but if he's coming back with me, Will would stay with him.
Cool. Yeah, I wanted to make sure that I respected the hey, I'm trying to do this specific thing, right? Okay, my other boys,
and
where
I wasn't
we at?
trying to.
Can I use my? Can I hold my other action here to use fire breath from the helmet if he gets any closer?
How many actions deep are you so far this turn? None. You haven't
I
actually
only
done anything. Yeah. Just a reminder, because you get 3 actions, holding an action in Pathfinder is 2. So just remember that. But yeah, man, if you want to do that, absolutely.
Cool.
A task will go ahead and all right, well, I guess we're going, and then he'll cast Disintegrate. Let's see what happens.
Ooh.
See what happens. I do want your Arcana check first, please.
Of course you do.
Unless you'd like to do a will save instead. Your call.
No. It's fine.
I wonder why he doesn't like the people that use Imperial Blood.
Nice. Okay, so you have to roll with an attack, right? for this guy. I think I'm seeing that correctly.
Yeah, this has got a couple of things involved in it.
Okay.
So I have to hit.
You got to hit him as part of it. So for that roll it with advantage. Which hits. So now you can do whatever your damage pieces are. He's got to make a fort save now.
Yeah, he has to do a DC 30 basic fortitude save, and I'm worried about that part.
He go. Yeah, man. He's extremely likely to make that save.
But there's always a chance.
There's always a chance.
That's why we roll the dice.
The dice have a story to tell.
Big save.
Then it does nothing.
I disagree. Due to your incredible Arcana roll, what it actually does is regular damage. So treat it as if he, like whatever your damage is, just roll it for me. I need to see that number.
Okay.
Yeah. Then, instead of crit saving, he just saves for half damage. As a test, this is your disintegrate spell. So I think we've only seen this one time on Simone's pile of magic. Is that, or pile of gold? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Cool. I think this is usually kind of a void bolt, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like this is a very dark, like empty thing that flies
absolutely.
out. It is not today. It has the same opalescent, obnoxious glitter to it that your fog has, and creates sparks of ethereal fireworks as it makes contact with this creature, as if a chemical reaction, as if blindly adding, elements into a chemistry set until something flashes or explodes. Very much so the magical version of one of those flashes occurs in front of you here.
Oh, that was interesting.
Yeah, tell him there's more where that came from if he doesn't stop.
Yeah, there's more where that will come from if it doesn't stop. What is he stopping? He's not doing
Intimidation. Roll with intimidation.
He's not intimidated.
Intimidation's
Spoiler alert.
Guidance.
A good DM will not allow rolls where there is no opportunity for success.
A nat 20 would result in a raised eyebrow.
Yeah. I know, a raised eyebrow and a begrudging respect before he grounds you into dust for his Okay, yeah. Disintegrate bolt. Almost everybody's taking cover. Everybody else runs for cover. Atesk is standing out in the open, arms and wand extended, firing disintegration bolts at this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to save my last action to cast time jump if I get aggressed on, I guess. Is that acceptable?
Would you link time jump for me? Because you rolled an incredible Arcana check for this roll, I will allow it. Traditionally, 2 actions to save a single action, but time and space and magic are pretty fucky right now, So you don't know. Sure. You don't know what's going to happen at any point in time. It's this crazy sauce.
He just always gets the gold box, the gold present.
I know. That's hella funny, actually, when you mention it like that. Okay, that's a full round. Is that correct? From my party, I'm not missing anybody.
Yes,
Yeah.
I believe that's everyone.
Okay, because we're coming up on 10, I want those of you who are holding actions to please make your own personal notes about the actions that you're holding. Because what happens next is that there is a bolt of lightning which drops from the swirling sky onto the arm and hand of the giant, and instead of rocketing towards the rest of you, it gathers there for a moment as wings expand out of it, and he casts a Thunderbird, baby. There's got there is a piercing screech as this fucking huge, right? Like the only reference you guys have for this is a dragon, which this thing is not, right? This thing is extra planar energy in the shape of a bird, and it is up here. I think it's a size category larger than it's supposed to be. There we go. And it comes down and is fucking hanging out with the storm giant, and that's all he's gonna do for his turn. So when we come back next week, we will start with you guys in combat with this crazy guy between you guys in the vault that you've been traveling to the edge of the world to get to, and you're at this place between places with the vault in front of you, and a giant who may or may not be able to be talked to. You guys will have to figure that out next week, because I'm going to end the session here. But high five, guys. You did a good job. I believe in you, always.
Sounds
Thanks.
good.
Cool.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Are
So,
you still
Love the
naked,
guy.
A-Test? Are you still naked?
I
Took
would
off the
need to
robe.
pick up my robe and put it on again. Yeah.
I think you can go ahead and use your swift action to pick up and put on your robe. It is not armor that
The robe.
needs donning. It's a robe, so you're chill, man.
The robe's back on.
Cool.
Was your underwear prismatic colored as well?
Ooh, that's a good
No,
question.
it was a tasteful blue,
Tasteful.
A blue.
like a
With a hint
pastel.
of-
You know.
With a
Do
hint of doo-doo
you
brown.
change your underwear color like depending on what biome you're in? Like when you guys were in the swamp, were you wearing like black or green?
No, he's not that
underwear?
sophisticated.
No?
He just has the one pair.
Or is it like a mood bracelet?
Oh, it changes
No.
color based on how you feel. Like because you're cold, it's blue, but
Bring me my brown underwear.
Everything doesn't have to be that fancy. They can just be regular blue underwear.
I think that between Galfast and a Tesk specifically, it would be not unreasonable that he would expect. He'd be like, yeah, no, that makes sense. They're mood underwear. Like, wow, this guy's fancy. Like that.
I would like to cast mood underwear on myself.
I know. Wow, I wouldn't mind that. I know. It's just like he's doing precipitation and detect magic. You guys just see him like pelvic thrusting. He's like mood underwear.
Doing magic. This is what it's all about.
Cool
That's
beans,
what it's
guys.
about.
Well, thank you so much for hanging out, for playing. We'll pick it up next week and see you guys then.
Sounds good.
Oh, cool. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, later, guys.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
All right. Well, that is that. I am the cat in the hat, and I don't like scat. Or I don't know. I'm out of rhymes. We're going to the laundromat. There you go. Not enough people to raid. So you're great. I'm great. Thanks for being here. Peace out, late.